What's your name?
Ava,
What's your dad's name?
Aldo,
How old is your dad?
one and
What does your dad like to do?
he likes to go camping and work on his jet ski.
What does your dad always say?
I ask him some things and he says no.
What's your dad's favorite food?
Burritos,
What's his favorite drink?
beer,
What does your dad really love?
his children,
What's your dad's job?
working at a Pizza Hut.
If he had time, what would your dad do?
He would spend some time working on his jet ski and going to the river,
What's your dad really good at?
setting up tents.
What makes your dad happy?
Root beer,
What makes you happy that your dad does?
he listens what I tell him to do.
If you can go anywhere with your dad, where would you go?
To my favorite place where I went to my birthday and I don't know what it's called.
Is there anything you want to say to your dad?
Love you, Dad.
Say happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
What's your name?
Naomi,
What's your dad's name?
Aldo,
How old is he?
31,
What does your dad like to do?
go camping,
What does your dad always say?
something, work.
What's his favorite food?
Pizza,
What's his favorite drink?
beer.
What does your dad really love?
Me,
What is your dad's job?
delivering pizzas.
If he had time, what would your dad do?
He would fix his boat or the jet ski,
What is your dad really good at?
fixing stuff,
What makes you happy that your dad does?
spend more time with us.
And you love your dad because
Because I love it when he comes over and then he brings us stuff and then he just hangs out with us.
if you can go anywhere with your dad, where would you go?
California.
Is there anything you would like to say to your dad?
I love you. Happy Father's Day.
What's your name? Eli. Eli, what's your daddy's name? Where's your dad?
Where's Daddy?
Eli, say bye to daddy. Say bye.
Say bye.
What's your name?
Nico,
What's your dad's name?
Aldo,
Do you know his whole name?
no.
How old is your dad?
I think he's about 31.
What does your dad like to do?
He likes to watch on his phone and watch TV.
What does your dad always say?
He says, I put myself on timeout.
What's his favorite food?
Pizza,
What's his favorite drink?
soda,
What does your dad really love?
his kids,
What's your dad's job?
working at the pizza store.
What is your dad really good at?
He's good at making pizzas.
What makes your dad happy?
Me laughing.
And you love your dad because
He gives me candy.
if you could go anywhere with your dad, where would you go?
I would go at 7-Eleven.
Is there anything you want to say to your dad?
I want to say He loves going camping. Happy Father's Day.
What's your name?
Alex,
What's your dad's name?
Melvin,
How old is he?
28.
What does your dad like?
Beer,
What does your dad always say?
baby kid.
That you're a baby kid?
Yeah.
What's his favorite food?
He never tells me.
What's his favorite drink?
Beer.
What's your dad's job?
He welds.
If your dad had time, what would he be doing?
Spend time with me.
What is your dad really good at?
Welding.
Your dad makes you happy when
We watch movies together.
you love your dad because
He's nice to me.
if you could go anywhere with your dad, where would you go?
Why?
Would you like to say anything to your dad?
Happy Father's Day.
What's your name?
Kevin.
What's your dad's name?
Jesse.
How old is he?
29.
What does your dad like to do?
He likes to spend time with us.
What is his favorite food?
Fish.
What is his favorite drink?
Squirt.
What does your dad really love?
Mommy.
What is your dad's job?
I'm building an area.
If your dad had time, what would he do?
Spend time with all of us.
What is your dad really good at?
Building.
What makes your dad happy?
Mommy.
You love your dad
Because he's awesome.
because if you could go anywhere with your dad, where would you go?
California.
What would you like to say to your dad?
You're awesome.
What's your name?
Cecilia.
What's your daddy's name?
Jesse.
How old is your dad?
8 years old.
What does your dad like to do?
Play basketball.
What does your dad always say?
He says no. But sometimes he says yes and sometimes he says maybe and like yeah.
What's your dad's favorite food?
Veggies?
What's his favorite drink?
Cocoa. That cocoa soda? That
Coca-Cola?
No, the cocoa soda. The one that has the cocos on it. And the one that has the beach. That one.
What does your dad really love?
Playing football and basketball. And he really loves going fishing.
If your dad had all the time in the world, what would he do?
Go fishing.
Your dad is really good at...
He's really good at doing art.
Your dad makes you happy when...
When I wrestle him.
You love your dad because...
Because he's kind and nice.
If you could go anywhere with your dad, where would you go?
I'll go to the mall.
Okay, do you have anything to say to daddy?
Yeah. I love you, Daddy. You're the best daddy in the world. Okay, I'm done. Bye.
What's your name?
George.
What's your dad's name?
Jesse.
How old is he?
29.
What does your dad like to do?
Fish.
What does your dad always say?
Nice job.
What's his favorite food?
Shrimp or fish?
What's his favorite drink?
I'd say 7-Up.
What's your dad's job?
He works at an air conditioning company, I think.
What does your dad really love?
His family.
If he had time, what would your dad do?
Camping.
What is your dad really good at?
He's really good at his job.
What makes your dad happy?
Us, obviously.
You love your dad because...
He doesn't do stuff that's unhealthy for him or anything, and he takes care of us.
If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you and your dad go?
California.
Would you like to say anything to your dad?
Hi, Dad. I'm on YouTube.
What's your name?
Julian Ramos,
How old is your dad?
28.
What's his name?
Jesse Ramos.
What is your dad like?
Respectful, kind, and generous.
What does your dad always say?
Julian, George, Kevin, Brenda, Stella, Cece,
So our
Richie.
names?
Yeah.
What's his favorite food?
Shrimp? I don't know.
What's his favorite drink?
Actually, don't know.
What does dad really love?
Stella and Richie.
What is dad's job?
He is like a ventilation thing, I think.
If he had the time, what would your dad do?
Probably spend time with family and friends.
What makes your dad happy?
People around him and things that make a lot of people happy.
Why do you love your dad?
He's nice to us and he allows us to do stuff, and he has been taking care of us for a long time.
If you can go anywhere with your dad, where would you go?
Camping.
Okay. Do you have anything to say to your dad?
Love you, Dad. Hope you have a nice Father's Day.